Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second edition of World Pornstar Martini Day. Let me start with a shot. Can I? Shot of Grey Goose. Guys, cheers. World Pornstar Martini Day, 30th of July, 2021. Welcome. My name is Douglas Ankrah, the creator of the UK's most popular cocktail, the Pornstar Martini. How you all doing? Great. I hope you've got your kit, but before we start, let's have a shot. I hope you've got yours too. I'm going to start with a shot of Grey Goose La Vanille. Cheers. I hope I didn't break that. Thank you. Pornstar Martini has become the UK's most favorite cocktail. I invented it about 20 years ago in a bar that I had called the Townhouse in Knightsbridge. And literally traveled from SW3 to every postcode, now every region. Now it's going global, baby. Yeah? Nice one. About a year ago, I decided to do an original Pornstar Martini kit. So I'm going to unbox that. Okay? I hope you've got your kit, but if you haven't, don't worry. We'll get you sorted out. Okay? So let's unbox that now. Righty, this is difficult to open at times, so I hope I don't break it. Oh man, see this. Done. Thank you. It's done. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pornstar Martini original kit. In the kit, the homemade vanilla sugar, good old Passoa, Grey Goose, and also a passion fruit syrup. But if you don't have that, it's cool. You could always use Da Vinci passion fruit puree. Okay, so a bit about Pornstar Martini. I first invented it in 2002 in a bar that I had called the Townhouse in Knightsbridge. For me, that cocktail kind of changed a lot of lives, including myself, you know, because I never thought this drink would ever get out of SW3 or even be famous. It was a difficult drink to make, let alone to drink. How do you drink a Pornstar Martini? Well, I'm going to wax lyrical about it in the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and show you how to make it from the kit and also do it for you bespokely away from the kit. Okay? Ready? So, the Pornstar Martini, as I said, was created in 2002 at Townhouse. Okay? We're going to have a little competition later with Q&A. Whoever wins will get my signed copy of my book, Shaken and Stirred. Okay? Are you ready? Let's go. Okay. The Pornstar Martini was created in 2002 in the bar called the Townhouse in Knightsbridge. Okay? A bit of my background, I used to be a mixologist many moons ago. Quite a good one, actually. Thank you. And creating drinks is not easy as many people will think it is. You know, it's actually quite hard. You know, what makes a drink work? What makes a drink popular? We're going to go through everything. Okay, so Pornstar Martini, Townhouse, 2002. What inspired me to create a Pornstar Martini? First and foremost, the name. The Pornstar Martini was born. I was writing a book, Shaken and Stirred, in Cape Town, and I used to visit a very debauchery club called Mavericks in Cape Town. So when I came back to open Townhouse, I had invented Pornstar Martini. I know it was a bit naughty, and I had to give it two names. So the Pornstar Martini has got two names. It's got the Maverick Martini, named after those beautiful girls that worked in Mavericks nightclub in good old Cape Town. Okay, so if you're with your parents or your elders, you're having an evocative drink like the Pornstar Martini, you can call it the Maverick Martini, named after those girls. But if you're with your friends on a night out, you're confident, it's called Pornstar Martini. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with the kit. Okay, what's the kit? How to make it, the whole works. Okay, so if you've got a kit at home, make sure you've got a shaker. I normally work from Boston Shaker, but I've been given this by the guys from LCC. You know, the millennials, they work from tins, I work from glasses, you know. Ready. So without further ado, let's start with good old fashioned Grey Goose La Vanille. Okay, so let's start with a good measure. You can use this, but I'm going to put it aside for later on, for a little price later. Okay, the Pornstar Martini is actually quite a hard drink to make because you've got to have the right ingredients to do it properly. Okay, and most bars have their own variations of it, but this is the right way to, or the correct way to make it. Okay, right. Normally I have my chilled glasses in the fridge or the freezer, but hey, we're in LCC. They break rules. That's mixology, man. Right. So we got good old 50 ml of Grey Goose La Vanille. Okay. So let me make you two. Okay. So let's put 100 ml in. Okay. Now good old fashioned Passoa. But I'm going to go a bit large. I'm going to use a good measure of Passoa, a big bottle of Passoa. Okay? Ready. So we're going to put 30 ml of Passoa. Okay. What makes the Pornstar Martini is two things. Okay? Apart from a good old-fashioned Grey Goose or maybe a vanilla vodka, the homemade vanilla sugar. At Lab and Townhouse before, we used to go through about maybe 75 kilos of homemade vanilla sugar. But if you don't have that, you know, you've got a puree or maybe vanilla syrup, that's okay too. I'll make you that later. Okay? Now, okay, so we're making two for two people. So, homemade vanilla sugar. Alrighty, and let's close that. And my passion fruit syrup. If you don't have that, we'll do it again using Da Vinci later. Okay, so this is a built passion fruit vanilla syrup. We're making it for two. We don't need to measure, Dean. So we're literally going large here. Okay, done deal. Okay, right. Nice. Now, Passoa. Passoa kind of makes, or it's my little trick I use, or liqueur that I use for the Pornstar Martini. You know, you cannot make a Pornstar Martini without Passoa or Grey Goose vanilla. It's literally virtually impossible. Okay, so let's part this aside for a second, and let's start with 30 ml, and you're making it for two, right? And remember, you can break all the rules. You don't have to, you know, if you don't know how to measure, it's fine. Okay, it's Friday night. We're in London. It's World Pornstar Martini Day, the second edition, and we're in the mix in the famous LCC W1. Are you with me? Let's do it. Okay. I've done this before. Okay, so ice up. I hope I'm not sure of measuring. Okay. Now let's shake. One thing about shaking, you gotta make sure everything's mixed properly. Let's shake for about 30 seconds. Make sure you're shaking very, very, very hard to get the froth that you guys love, you know, when you order a Pornstar Martini. Okay? Ready? Okay. Being an OG, I work on glass to tin. I don't work from tin to tin, by the way. Okay, it's fine. I can handle it, by the way. I'm not that old. Okay? I'm still sexy. Okay. Alrighty. So this is the famous Pornstar Martini. Dad my way from the kid. If you haven't got a kid at home, we'll get to you in a bit. Okay? So, ready. So we're going to fine strain into a cocktail glass, okay? Any size is cool. It could be 75 or 50 or 75 or a large martini glass. It doesn't matter, okay? So you ready? Let's do this. You know, the guys at LCC asked me a question the other day. They've been making Pornstar Martini their way, but today they're getting it, you know, from me the way it's supposed to be done. I hope you guys are listening, by the way. Okay, ready. So a bit of Pornstar Martini was created at the Town House in 2002. And I don't believe, oh, I'm right measurements, incredible. I haven't lost my touch. Phenomenal. Ready, okay. Oh, but still sexy, right? Nice one. Okay, so what makes the Pornstar Martini work? How does it work? First and foremost, I think it's the name. You know, it's evocative, it's confident, and it's kind of daring. You know, ready. So you get a passion fruit halved on top. Then you have a teaspoon. This is quite a large one actually, to fish out the flesh, which I'll show you later. Okay, you don't get this the LCC. You know, they have their own version, which is pretty cool. You know, everybody has their own version, which I'm cool with that. Okay? So now, the Pornstar Martini is accompanied with a shot of champagne. And if you can't afford champagne, you want to be slightly, you know, expensive, you can use champagne, but you can use Prosecco too, or any sparkling wine is pretty cool. Okay? So let me open that. And I have a trick to open these sparkling wines. So what you do, it's a trick of the trade, by the way, guys. So you know how it's done properly. Okay? Whenever I open a bottle of wine or champagne, anything sparkling, what I do is my thumb on the cork. Don't let me down, please. Should I? Okay. No, I'm not. I don't do that. But I can do that, actually. But it's World Pornstar Martini Day. Pop it. It's not going to pop. But what you do is that little wire stops it from literally overspilling. So this wire, if you open anything sparkling at home, use that wire to stop it from literally overspilling. Okay? Right, the shot of Prosecco or the champagne. If you're feeling very bougie and you're at home, you're somewhere nice or Chelsea or in Barbados or maybe in Nice, you can have champagne. Yeah? But where else is in London? We love Prosecco, right? Nice. Feeling very cheap today, LCC. And lucky JJ is not here. He chickened out. What a bastard. Ready, okay. So this is how a Pornstar Martini is supposed to look like. Okay? So how do you drink a Pornstar Martini? Very simple. Okay, to drink a Pornstar Martini, you need the correct way. You need a teaspoon, a shot glass, a martini glass, and most of all, some Prosecco or some sparkling wine. Okay, so I've got two special guests here tonight. So I'm going to serve them the infamous, not the famous, but infamous Pornstar Martini, and done my way, the correct way, not the LCC way, but my way. Okay, so are you guys ready? Am I the waiter, the bartender, the house bitch, right? Thank you. You know who I am, right? I created the UK's biggest selling cocktail, Douglas Ankrah. Don't forget that. Before I take that over, if I had a penny, I think LCC, I should have a tab here for life. Honestly. Sam, the one, the head trainer told me they sell about 100,000 Pornstar Martinis a year, down to my little brain here. So I'm going to have a tab here forever. I'm going to take that over. Okay? I'll be back. Don't go away, please. The house bitch, that's me. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Amazing.
So
Don't touch it yet. I'm going to go through it with you in a minute. Okay? Please don't get bored. I'll be back. I hope you see me.
Looks good.
So I'm going to show you how to consume the famous Pornstar Martini. Okay? Ready? I need to hit the gym. Ready?
Are the glassware heavy?
I'm sorry? So, to drink the Pornstar Martini and World Pornstar Martini Day, what do you do? I'm going to start with a shot of good old-fashioned Grey Goose to get myself in the mood.
Yeah, come on, that's that.
After all, what is it? It's World Famous Pornstar Martini Day. What's your name?
I'm Dean.
I think I know you.
We all had to sign NDAs, you know, for like.
Right. I don't come out for many
Release
people. I come out for Din. Okay. Ready. Okay. What's your name?
Naya.
I was calling you Noah for some reason. May I?
Naya.
Nail.
Naya.
Pleasure. Okay. I know you make a
feel
lot
it
of
on
Pornstar Martinis of LCC, but this is the way to make it, and I'm going to show you how to drink it, just in case someone asks you, do I put Prosecco in or not? Ready? Please. Start the lady first. Do you know? So you've done this before, right?
Yeah, a few
Sure.
times. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm a practice. They call me a veteran
A veteran.
of the Pornstar Martini.
Ready? Okay. So, before we start, I'm going to shoot my shot. You know, I'm going to have a shot of good old Grey Goose. Pleasure.
Getting FOMO over here.
Beautiful. So, how do you drink a Pornstar Martini? First and foremost, it's very confusing. You don't shoot. Oh, no, please don't. Don't touch. What you do is that you fish out the flesh of the passion fruit onto your palm, like so. Nail, you watching?
Oh, yes.
Right, so
So wait,
do as I say. You fish out the flesh, the passion fruit. No, don't use your hands, okay?
fish out.
Onto your palm. Then you
Ooh.
consume the passion fruit.
Oh, okay.
This is a legit masterclass.
I'm telling you, brother.
Hot sour.
I like something. I'm not a sweet kind of guy. You know that. Okay. Then after you discard that, just put it away. Excellent. Man, it's been 20 years since this came about, and it's taken the whole country by storm. And it's not going global, baby. Now, so what you do now is that you consume the martini, but once in a while, you clean your palate with the Prosecco or the champagne. Whatever you do, do not ever commit the original sin by putting the Prosecco in the martini. So you take your time. As you know, martini when a drink has a lifespan of 5 minutes only, then it gets warm. You know, so whatever you do, don't mix the two together. But what you do is that you drink the martini, but once in a while you clean your palate with the Prosecco, and don't shoot the Prosecco as well.
So it's more of a palate cleanser.
You can say that. It's, you know, you're getting 2 drinks in one. You know,
Yeah.
and I know you work at LCC. How many Pornstar Martinis do you sell in a day? On a Friday night.
Too many to count.
You know, so I'm the one who actually pays your wages. I haven't got any payback from JJ and the whole crew. You know, I'm going to sue you guys.
I think, isn't it like
Yeah,
JJ
yeah.
Goodman is like Luke Skywalker and you're Yoda?
Probably not. No, he needs to pay me. You know, no, honestly, it's always good when you create a cocktail that goes, you know, nationwide, regional wide. It's a beautiful thing, you know, and I'm very, very super proud. And on a day like this, World Pornstar Martini Day, the second edition of the World Famous Pornstar Martini Day, you know, it's great. You know, I hope you've all got your kit. What I'm going to do now is make you another Pornstar Martini. We're going to go into Q&As.
LCC style.
Yeah, you know, without the apple juice, thank you very much, you know, you know, and literally make the Pornstar Martini, but, you know, if you don't have the syrup, you have a puree, you can use the Vinci puree or Grey Goose Le Vanille or Passoa. They're pretty easy to get anywhere, okay? So, how was that, by the way, guys?
It was delicious.
Amazing, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
I think there's an extra zing because the guy who made it, you know?
I'm a zingy.
It's like
A
the
zingy.
OG Pornstar Martini.
OG? Of course, the original way, you know it. You know, any questions before I go and make the second edition of the Pornstar Martini Day?
What did you think of the competition on Tuesday and the?
You know, it's been a very hectic week. You know, it was
been
amazing.
busy, right?
It's been amazing. We drank a lot. Well, in moderation, of course. You know, we had a most amazing competition on Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
You
Yeah.
know, where again, what can I say? Cressy from LCC1, and she's actually the first ever world champion of Pornstar Martini. That's strange to think about 20 years ago. That stupid little cocktail has become the UK's favorite. You know, and I believe that it's a ritual, the name, the serve that makes the Pornstar Martini.
But I think she might even be the world champion based on the volume of Pornstar Martini she's made in the last 10 years. It's probably.
Don't forget, I'm the OG. I used to make it before.
You're so competitive.
No, I'm not. No, but you know what?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Totally. But
yeah.
at Townhouse, people used to jump off planes and order Pornstar Martini. They would arrive in the Heathrow by private jets.
Okay.
Right.
Get off planes.
Jump off planes. Okay.
Yeah. I thought you had some sort of skydiving team land.
We did actually.
But
what you do is that you order Pornstar Martinis, literally, you know, and it was £15 a throw 20 years ago at Townhouse. You know, made the right way. And we used to go through about maybe 100 kilos of sugar every single week. You know, and this cocktail kind of changed London. People drank. You know, and I don't think it's one of the best cocktails I ever created, but the name, the ritual, the serve kind of makes the drink.
It captures people's imagination.
Totally,
you know?
totally. So how was that?
It's delicious. Are you going to make the variation for us now?
I'll try my very best, you know, and do that. But in the meantime, I'll get myself ready. I go onto my stage, and prepare.
Thank you, Douglas.
It's a pleasure. So, world's second Pornstar Martini cocktail day. I'm super excited. I'd like to thank the team at Grey Goose, La Vanille, Passoa, I Change Your Lives, and also Da Vinci, Passion Fruit, and the DVG team. Thank you so much. Okay, not forgetting Martini, Prosecco. Okay, these items are available nationwide. Skills. If you don't have the kit, you can buy the Da Vinci. Passoa is available literally everywhere, and so is the mighty Grey Goose. Okay. I hope not. So let's go to V2, version 2, if you're lazy and you don't want to do it my way. Okay. Not the OG way. Okay, so how many should I make? Should I make 2? I'll make 2. Sam, please, I'll make 2. So, because it's world famous Pornstar Martini, they're going to make 2. So we're going to make it large ones, actually. So we'll use do you mind? So I'm cheating slightly as they do in LCC. Okay. I'm only joking, by the way. They do, but they're good people, by the way. We like them. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm going to use passion fruit puree. I'm making 2 large ones, so ready. Let's do a little. Oops. Ready. So, passion fruit, then some vanilla syrup. Remember, if you don't have the homemade vanilla sugar and you have the syrup, it's pretty cool, So you can have 15 ml of each, just 15, 30 ml. Then Passoa. So we kind of going away from the classic slightly and doing a variation of the Pornstar Martini, the LCC way, or maybe other bars may want to opt for doing Pornstar Martini this way. Okay. Ready. So, you need to have 2 cocktail glasses or martini glasses, preferably 75 or maybe large martini glasses, a shot glass of a kind, and you need to have 2 teaspoons. And don't forget passion fruit. So what has created Pornstar Martini? No one really used a lot of Prosecco or literally passion fruit in London. And right now I'm trying to start a passion fruit farm in Ghana. So we'd never run out of passion fruit. It's UK's most favorite fruit now. You needed to make a Pornstar Martini. It's the best. So let's shake that. Ready. So, and whenever you make Pornstar Martinis, don't fill it right up to the brim, because you're going to put the passion fruit on top. It might spill over. So you need to get to maybe just a finger before you fill it up. Okay. I think I'm short there slightly, but it's World Pornstar Martini Day. What can I do? Right. Okay. So the LCC, or most bars don't use a teaspoon to scoop out the passion fruit, but I feel it's a must. If you can do it properly, do it correctly, and scoop it out and get the whole experience, the ritual, the serve, and most of all, done properly. Okay, so this is the famous Pornstar Martini Day, Pornstar Martini made at the LCC in London, and it's also World Pornstar Martini Day. So please, I'm going to take it over again, the LCC way.
Ooh.
Righty. Shame we didn't have champagne.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, but we got martinis, so it's fine. Okay. So,
You're bringing the bottle? Yeah,
why not?
I figured.
Why these people consume the famous Pornstar? I'm going to start with a good old fashioned. You're going to serve me?
Yeah, do you want me to?
Yeah, I've been serving you all night
I've got
long.
a fancy pour and everything.
Ready.
Look at that.
Okay.
Is the label facing the camera? I don't know.
You do it the right way. You're supposed to look at me as well. Hey there, lonely girl. It's not, thank you. Remember, it's 2 fingers. You missed it.
2 fingers.
Totally, mate. Totally.
Mate, like
Ready. Okay. Thank you. Right. So, if you've bought a kit and you don't have the right ingredients, it's fine. You can get, a passion fruit puree, of some kind, vodka, and passoa to make it. Okay. It's been a very hectic week. We had the most amazing week, didn't I? There's a whole team behind World Pornstar Martini Day. Drew, thank you very much. We're going to do some Q&As later, so please, if you've got any question, and Sam,
and Naya,
the whole team. So if you have any questions about the Pornstar Martini, the name, the ritual, how I created it, please shoot me up and I'll answer your questions correctly. Okay.
Sam has a few questions. He's been texting my pocket as well with questions.
Right, question.
I have a question. I'm gonna run over.
Ready?
Yeah.
Scooch it.
Which way?
Shuffle
Ready?
it. Shuffle it.
I should have made you a drink actually.
Oh, it's fine. I know how to make it.
You sure? Don't forget, if it wasn't
Not
for
anymore.
me. Ready?
I'm not sure
You've
anymore.
been making the wrong drinks all night, like this for the last 20 years, right? LCC.
Absolutely. No,
Ooh.
I trust yours. My
Ready.
question is,
Yeah.
you said you had 2 different names, the Maverick and the Pornstar. Why is it called a porn star?
You know, good question. You know, the drink looks like what a porn star would drink. Okay, it's a very evocative, sexy drink. You know, you scoop out the passion fruit, you get two rituals, you get a shot, and you also get a martini, and it's very sexy. You know, it means you're gonna have a good night. Pornstar Martini means you're gonna have a good night. You know,
I agree.
and it kind of starts off the night. You stay on it for all night long. You know, but I think Maverick didn't quite work. You know, but the Pornstar, the name is London, and it works. It's, you know, it's great in Townhouse and Knightsbridge, and it works. You know,
Love
and
So the connotation of literally swallowing seed, gelatinous seed.
Was that had nothing to do with it?
There's nothing to do with
at
it.
all.
I've heard a lot of theories.
Totally, they're all right. I invented it. I know how I did it. I know how it came about. You know, for me, what makes Pornstar Martini work is the ritual, the serve, you know, and how it's drunk. You know,
I have one more question, and I'm going to shoot back. But my question is this: I'm going to lean into Dean so I get him his mic.
right?
Your drink became literally the most famous drink in the whole of the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
How did you react? How did this happen? Was it overnight? Was it
No.
a couple of months?
You know, it
I'm going
takes
over there, but I'm listening.
it takes a generation and more to get a drink from different postcodes into different regions and so forth. For me, it's nice when someone copies your drink and so forth. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good feeling. I've done it before. You know, and so I'm cool. I'm cool with that. You know, but Pornstar Martini is actually on every menu from Michelin Butler to LCC to the Dorchester, everywhere. It's a great feeling. You know, you don't make a lot of money. You know, but you get a lot of credit. You know, a lot of. I'm sure I'll probably have a lifetime tab in LCC now, since I make you guys so much money, you know. But it's, I mean, you can't really. It's a good feeling, you know.
Can you make a non-fungible token of the recipe of the Pornstar Martini?
You can.
Own it.
What I've done, I've got my own version of the Pornstar Martini called the P-Star Passion Fruit Cocktail, which is the stuff which is sold everywhere. You know, it's great. You know, but you know, the person who created Caesar salad probably, you know, didn't make a penny.
No.
But it depends how you go about it. You know, and also with the power of the internet now, you know, everyone knows who created it. You know, which is a great thing. You know, any questions coming, Sam?
So I got one from Karen from Oxfordshire.
Ready?
Douglas, what's your number?
My number is 000000000.
Okay.
Hey!
And,
Dean, you're slow today. What's going on?
mate, I can't. It's not updating them because I'm trying not to use the Wi-Fi. So
Right,
we don't
okay.
Lose the
Sam?
photo.
Any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say it, then you repeat it.
Go ahead.
Do you have any idea of how many have been sold worldwide?
Man,
Oh, do you have any idea of how many have been
I think
sold worldwide?
I can guess. I think about maybe 5 million Pornstar Martinis made yearly with different types of vodka, purists, and so on and so forth. Okay? You can't, you know, it's difficult to actually quantify. You know, it's a good feeling oftentimes when I walk into Soho, when I see people drinking Pornstar Martinis, I just laugh. I'm like, they think I'm crazy, but I'm like, wow, I created that, you know. But it's like someone writing a very famous song and everyone sings it, you know. And as you know, music is the most important thing to me. I create cocktails, you know, while music kind of inspires me to create cocktails, you know. Ready?
Okay. So you closed lab a while back. Do you have any plans to open another bar?
Not for now. You know, at present, I have my own brand. I'm launching a few bits and pieces in the next few months. So my main priority is my consultancy, and also my own brands that I've launched. You know. Anything else?
Cool.
Why the 30th for World Pornstar Day?
Oh yeah, why the 30th for World Pornstar Day?
I invented Pornstar. It's a good question, Sam. You're not a nice person, so you're trying to corner me here. You know why? Last year we did it on the 26th in your house, you know,
Yeah.
but we couldn't get it. It was actually going to fall on a Monday, and no one really parties on a Monday. Everyone goes out.
So it's more World Pornstar Martini week. It's the general week. When you
Totally,
invent it,
yeah, very
right?
much so. You know,
Let's just make a week out of it.
Totally. It's been fantastic. Thanks very much to you and the whole team, Sam, you, the LCC, the guys in the establishment, Drew, the whole wax. It's been great. Any questions?
I think there's one more.
Yeah, definitely. This is basically.
I can't see them. It's
okay.
not. It's not
what
showing
makes
up.
a classic? This is a new modern classic. Compared to the Easter, what makes it a classic?
What makes a classic cocktail?
Good question. I think classics, honestly, the guys will probably hate me for this. Classics should never be altered. You don't alter a margarita. A margarita is 3 recipe drink, and that's a classic. But a classic, like a good suit, you can make it 3-piece or a 2-piece. Meaning that what makes it classic is that you stick to the original. And if it gets to the public, they know the drink and the way it's served, that makes it classic, I believe. You don't alter the original serve. The martini, of course, the martini should not really be altered, but with age and time, and the new serves and purees and so on and so forth, you get inventive.
Palates change, so there might be.
Yeah, but I think classics, oftentimes should not be altered. Like a martini, as in the martini with gin, always.
Yeah.
A martini with vodka is called a vodkatini. It's never a vodka martini.
Yeah.
So you stick to the original and you serve the original in a 5 ounce and so forth. But we break rules. Mixology means you could break rules. You can have an espresso martini, Pornstar Martini, a lychee martini, a dirty martini, a nasty martini, a filthy martini. You can go on. You can go on.
Was there a point when you were running lab?
Yeah.
You're traveling around the world doing consultancy, like right at the beginning,
Yeah.
when you were like, "This, I've made it. This is amazing."
But-
was there like a year period at lab when it was just killing it and crushing it?
I think we crashed
Where-
for quite a while, Dean.
I
you
know, but
when
there
you're,
must be 1 year that's like,
Yeah.
that was our year.
you know something.
You know?
When we won probably Time About the Year. When you're in something as big as Lab or Time, you don't want to see it. Other people tell you. And for me, I think my favorite bar was Townhouse because I was very inventive. I believe in every lifetime you get 7 years of being a genius.
Okay.
If you asked me to invent another Pornstar Martini, I wouldn't know what to do. I'm sure you could do another. I couldn't do it anymore. But you get a certain period of time whereby you can create, innovate, and do some amazing things. And I think my life now is very different to what it was 20 years ago. You don't want to know that, by the way. It's very, very, very different now. I'm not saying that I'm. Please help yourself. Things are different now. And but Pornstar Martini is still. And what if you don't mix, by the way?
Oh, so I shouldn't do that?
No, that's fine. You finish the
just
school.
rinsing out the glass.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
So I'm very super proud. UK's biggest selling cocktail, but there are a few drinks that I wish I created. Me,
Espresso martini?
one of them. I wish I invented. How good would it be to have espresso and Pornstar? Damn, I was slow.
Well,
But
the espresso martini and the bramble would have been. Bramble was pretty good. What happened to the bramble?
Bramble's, honestly, I love the Bramble. It's still very much active in a lot of bars. We know about cocktails. Yeah, and
Yeah.
thanks to Dick. Cheers, Dick. But you know what?
Cheers, Dick.
I'm very super proud. It's been 20 years since Pornstar Martini was created. Who would have thought that it would from SW3, through UK's biggest selling cocktails? Phenomenal. Yeah.
All right, so I think.
Any more
I think-
questions?
Is it?
There must be one more.
Well, I can't see. It won't load on this because I've got.
Not a problem.
I've turned my Wi-Fi off to
Sam,
save on
any
the data.
questions?
We're good.
Can I
Yours-
just
yours-
ask, where do I get the kit? 'Cause
Oh, you know what? This is incredible. Come to the bar. Let's start. Come over.
Come to the.
Oh, come. Let's have you on the customer side.
Unstructured moments.
Ready?
Do whatever you. It's your bar. No, go around. Go around.
No, look.
Fine.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Can I?
Yeah, of course.
Sure?
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Take it. Remember, I pay your wages. Don't forget. Ready? So you can get the kit.
Okay.
In the kit, it's good old-fashioned Grey Goose,
Okay.
Passoa,
Yeah.
the syrup. But if you don't have the syrup, you can get Da Vinci, passion fruit, anywhere now. It's
Okay.
newly launched, and Passoa. So you can get the kit on www.theoriginalpornstarmartini.com.
the original Pornstar
No, actually,
Martini.com.
originalpornstarmartini.com.
Okay, perfect.
Ready?
Thank you.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, year 2, World Pornstar Martini Day. I'll see you next year. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you know. And I appreciate it for you buying kits and mostly listening to us. Thank you very much. And if you get a chance, pick up a kit. Once again, sponsors, Da Vinci, Grey Goose, Pessoa, LCC, Neo, Dean, I could go on. Thank you. I think, are we out of time? Okay.
I think we are. They've got us. Obviously, it's a very busy bar, so they've got.
Right, so we're gonna literally finish up now, but I'll see you next year, you know, and we'll have another, hopefully a different session, stream somewhere else with Dean and Drew, hopefully next year, and see. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next year. I hope you got your kits, you know. Thank you to all the sponsors. Much appreciated. Thank you.